My dear old things, I've got just the answer for those Christmas presents that you haven't yet bought. Just listen to this special offer from Peter Christian. It really is something to to get to work on. Now, for the duration of this third test match, all UK and Australian customers can shop with 15% off everything at Peter Christian, all those lovely colourful clothes. And in order to get there, all you have to do is just click the link in the comment below. And there you are. You'll be in business and your final Christmas shopping will be done. Now, let us go back to Adelaide. It was, I'm afraid, a little bit gloomy because the Australians bowled so well. They absolutely made sure that, barring miracles of the sort that don't ever happen, Australia will tomorrow win on the fourth day. They will hang on to the Ashes for another 2 years until they are next competed for in England in 2027. It was a marvellous performance by the Australians, and I think they were particularly inspired by the return after a long absence of their captain, Pat Cummins. He'd been away since July last year with an injury to his lower back. He was nearly fit for Brisbane, but wisely held on and was brimming over with fitness in Adelaide. And he really spearheaded the attack with Stark in a splendid way. He took 3 wickets, 3 very important wickets, and starting with the wicket of Crawley, the beautiful one that just pitched off stump and left him and had him caught behind. And then we saw Nathan Lyon, the other returner, so to speak. Nathan Lyon was stood down for I said diplomatic, what I meant to say was strategic reasons in the Brisbane test. He came on now, bowled his off breaks, took 2 for 50 in 20 overs and showed the folly of England going in really with an occasional off-spinner in Will Jacks. Will Jacks was simply not up to it. Not his fault, but he's not a specialist full-time off-spinner. He bowled 20 overs and took 2 for 104. And there you have the difference, 50 runs, 50 important runs. And all the other Australian bowlers played that part very well. There were 2 wickets each for Boland and Stark. And then Cameron Green got a wicket, in fact, with his second ball, when he persuaded Harry Brook. He made the ball, it was a good ball actually, left the bat a fraction, took the outside edge, and Carey took one of the 5 catches he held on to absolutely brilliantly behind the stumps. So it really was, it was a wonderful day for Australia, and in the field they were terrific. When you were watching it, you could hear them talking and shouting to each other, the encouragement, the vibrancy. Something has been missing, very sadly, from the England side. There hasn't been this same sort of self-help, if you like it. They haven't been geeing each other along in quite the same way. The one bad moment, really, from this third day was yet again Snicko. And we had this time James Smith being out. He got 22 for England, was batting a little bit riskily, but going for his strokes. And he was then given out on replay, one that had hit his glove and gone off behind the wicket. He didn't think he had hit it. The Snicko, I don't know whether they pressed the wrong microphone again, but the synchronization was all wrong. And there is obviously a severe doubt about the system that they are using in Australia. On the second day, Carey, when 72, survived an appeal for a catch behind, which was, I think, clearly out. And he admitted afterwards that it was out. But that cost England about 40 runs and the opportunity to bowl much earlier at even lower order batsmen. And so Snicko's errors have had quite an important part to play in this match. Okay, you may say human error has always been a part of cricket, but that is so with umpires on the field. But I don't think it should be so with electronic decisions, especially when the right answer is there. It is merely the way in which, it's the button, whether the right button is pushed or not. Anyway, that, I suppose, is for the future. But the ICC, I think, must get together with all the countries and come to the agreement that they've all got to use the same system. Well, now, where do England go from here? They virtually lost the Ashes. They came to Australia with such high hopes. It has been extremely disappointing. They were utterly unable to cope with the pitches in the pitch in Perth and the day-night game in the Pink Ball in Brisbane. But now, although the batting was a little bit more disciplined, certainly, they were completely outbowled, and they've been outplayed in every aspect of the game by the better side. What are we going to do? The openers, Crawley and Duckett, they started quite well yesterday, getting into the 30s. And then Crawley got that very good one from Cummins. And that started, 3 wickets went down for 5 runs in 15 balls. Lyon came on, didn't he? And in his first ball, Pope, Ollie Pope, who I'm afraid may easily have played his last test match, because he really cannot cope with the pressure on these occasions. He tamely turned Lyon's first ball into the hands of the diving English at shortish mid-wicket. It was an absolute gimme dismissal. And Pope, there's no way surely he can play in the next test match in Melbourne. And although Jacob Bethel's had very little practice, he's got, I think, to come in. And, I mean, this is one of the problems facing England now, where there are no replacements, or Bethel is perhaps the only one, in the support cast. But, I mean, there's all of them, Crawley, not apart from Pope, Crawley and Duckett. Well, I think we've got to stick with the opening pair, and I don't know that we'll find better ones in England, but there we are. We've got them, and they'll obviously play in the next 2 test matches. Then there's Smith. He's not in any good form at all, either with the gloves or with the bat. Cass, who again is batting, his stroke he played yesterday when he let the ball go between bat and pad was really too awful, I thought, for words. Although Stokes, his captain, obviously likes his Durham toughness. They both play for Durham. But I think Cass really, I think the time has jolly nearly come for him. But all these things have got to be sorted out when they get back to England and when they, so to speak, regroup. But it does leave another big question. Whither Brendan McCullum, the coach, and I suppose, I was going to say to some extent Ben Stokes, but I think Ben Stokes will be there forever. I mean, he played a really gutsy innings yesterday, didn't he? Batted for 4.5 hours what's he now, 45 not out. No, he put on 45, didn't he, with Jofra Archer for the 9th wicket. Archer was magnificent. He scored 30. And goodness me, I hope the other batsmen were ashamed when they saw the fight, the determination that not only Jofra Archer showed, but also Ben Stokes at the other end. As Stokes has shown this determination, whether batting or bowling through the series so far. And the other person who's got questions to answer is the Managing Director of English Cricket, Robert Key. He's in Australia, but where is he? Is he still there? We don't know. He was there in Perth. I don't think we've seen him since. He's got a lot of questions to answer. Is this the end of Bazball? Is Bazball something really that we can pursue? I don't think we can pursue it relentlessly. Perhaps we can adapt it properly, or maybe it would be better if we started again. Lots of questions to answer. Another really disappointing day for England. Now, sorting your Christmas presents out. Let me tell you once again, this is the way to do it if you've got some still to buy. Here is the special offer from Peter Christian, which is the answer to everything. Sorry about that. For the duration of the 3rd test, UK and Australian listeners can shop with a 15% off for everything they can buy from Peter Christian. All those lovely coloured cords and shirts and gentleman's smoking cap and everything else. They're lovely, absolutely lovely. All you want to do is just click the link in the get it right in a moment, in the comment box below. So there you are, just click the link. Well, I will get this right, read it to you, in the comment
link below.
In the comment below. There we are. Yes. I've got it right, I hope. Anyway, let's hope better. I don't think there'll be better news tomorrow, but let's hope for better news soon.